what's up, everybody? I'm Zanny Cakes, and it is November 1st. So we shaved all of the glorious neck beard off in honor of No Shave November. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you guys partake in No Shave November? I thought it'd be fun. So we are 6 days away from Project Diablo 2 coming out. And in this video, I'm going to go over how the mercenaries have changed in Project Diablo 2. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Project Diablo 2 content. There's some pretty substantial changes to the mercenaries, and I personally am extremely excited about it. So as we can see here, mercenaries will now stay within range of the character, so I don't know how that will affect the AI and targeting and all that, but it should help your mercenary stay close to you, so you're always getting the benefit of their auras, and it might actually help them stay alive a little bit better. Act 1 mercenaries have baseline Pierce, so that's pretty awesome, as having Pierce on your Act 1 mercenary is just another benefit. Looking here, the Act 1 mercenaries, the Fire mercenary will have Vigor, the Cold mercenary will have Meditation. So thinking about some different mercenary builds and doing a little theory crafting, if we have an Act 1 mercenary with Vigor, they changed Templar's Might to where it actually adds between 4 to 8 to Might aura when equipped. So you could actually have a Vigor mercenary with Might aura and then use a Faith bow for Fanaticism aura, and you would get Vigor, Fanaticism, and Might all on your Act 1 mercenary. This sounds absolutely amazing for any sort of physical damage character. And then for casters, we have the Act 1 Cold mercenary, which has Meditation aura. So I think that the Meditation aura on the cold damage Act 1 mercenary will synergize very well with the Ice rune word. They will get the Holy Freeze aura, as well as it enhances cold damage and minus to enemy cold resistances, and overall will be a huge damage boost, as well as it will provide the Holy Freeze aura. So moving on to Act 2 mercenaries, they seem pretty standard still. We've got Thorns on the Combat mercenary. I'm interested to see how Thorns works in Project Diablo 2. Looking through a lot of the gear, I saw a whole lot of changes to Thorns style damage on gear. One good example of this would be the Metal Grid Amulet. And given that the damage is physical damage, it will synergize with amp damage from the Necromancer. So if you have something that will proc amp damage or decrepify, that Thorns damage will actually scale with that. And it will remove physical immunities, so they're pretty much guaranteed to take that damage whenever you get hit. I think that there will be some really interesting Thorns builds in Project Diablo 2, and I'm personally really excited to test some of them out. Moving on, we have the Blessed Aim and Defiance mercenaries, and these are pretty standard. You know, everybody knows the Blessed Aim and Defiance mercenary. They're familiar with all the builds that go along with those. One thing I will say about the Act 2 mercenaries is a new mechanic to Project Diablo 2 is Static Field will break lightning immunities. So you can make the Crescent Moon rune word. So your Act 2 mercenary, you can make it in polearms and spears. Your Act 2 mercenary can then proc Static Field, which will break lightning immunes, so you don't actually have to have an infinity to run a lightning build. And sorceresses will actually be able to break their own lightning immunities, so that is also extremely handy. Moving on to the Act 3 mercenaries, we have the Fire mercenary, which has Cleansing. Cleansing is always good. I'm not sure how prevalent poison and curses will be in maps, but if it is similar to Path of Diablo, we can expect Cleansing to be an extremely strong skill to have. Our Cold mercenary from Act 3 has Prayer. Thinking about energy shield sorceresses, you could put a plague weapon on them so they would have prayer and cleanse. Since you do not have to have an infinity to break lightning immunes, I think that a static field Nova energy shield build on a sorceress with an Act 3 cold mercenary wielding plague will be extremely strong. And then the last mercenary that we have here is the lightning mercenary, which has holy shock and static field. This mercenary will go very well with any sort of lightning damage build. Some that come to mind would be the Tesla Din running Holy Shock and Zeal, or even a Dreamer Paladin running Double Dreams. You could then run Salvation Aura for the max elemental damage and resistances. And overall, I think that it will give a lot more utility to lightning based characters. A few other builds that come to mind would be the Javelin or Spear Amazons, as well as Trap Assassins. Trap Assassins will have a Chain Lightning Sentry, and being able to break immunities with your Mercenary without requiring any specific gear will really be beneficial to those classes as well. And last but not least, my favorite change to Mercenaries is they can also equip gloves, belts, and boots. I think that this is fantastic as it gives you more options on hitting your increased attack speed, or in the case of an Act 3 Mercenary, faster cast rate breakpoints. It will help you hit your physical damage reduction cap, your resistances cap, and overall will just provide much more freedom in the way that you gear your mercenary. The gloves and belt spot are very good places to get increased attack speed or faster cast rate. You can also get life leech and enhanced damage, faster hit recovery, all sorts of good stats there. And then boots are just an absolutely excellent spot to fill out your resistances as well as get some faster hit recovery. Overall, I think mercenaries will be much stronger and much more reliable in Project Diablo 2 than they are in either vanilla Diablo 2 or Path of Diablo. So let me know down in the comments below what your ideas are for mercenary builds. I'm a huge fan of theory crafting, and I like hearing everybody's ideas on these things. I'd also like to know what class you guys are planning on using as your season starter. I'm still undecided on what I want to use. I'm kind of leaning between Barbarian, Necromancer, or Druid. However, there's a lot of good changes between all of the classes, so I'm really just kind of conflicted. I'm not sure what I'm going to start out with. So let me know your thoughts. I sure would like to hear from you. And with that, good luck, have fun, and we hope to see you out there.